breaking them in. I just bought a new spin.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Edwards, good.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Pass to Moody. Here's Podziemski, and that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here's Podziemski. No good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Randle passes to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Edwards kicks to Gobert. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And another three for Minnesota.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Conley against Curry. And the layup is good.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside.
Conley finds Edwards. Back to Conley. Edwards looking it over. From deep. And Moody pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Green with a screen for Butler. Pass to Curry. Here's Podziemski. 6 to shoot. Green with a screen on Edwards. Here's Podziemski. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
Back to McDaniel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Curry. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3 ball, which really opens up the rest of his game.
Randle dishes to Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 7 from three-point range so far in the first. Tries from 7. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Warriors Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Here's Moody. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Three-pointer, Hield. And again, it's the Warriors missing. It's Randall with the drive. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it Brent his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Here's Reid. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. No good on the triple. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Dodgers.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Moody. Minnesota also making some changes. Miller's checked in for Randall, and it's Edwards in for Clark.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4-man position. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors leading by 3. Curry passes to Kuminga. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Reid, and Reid throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hield against Edwards. From the arc. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Hield. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play?
Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Minnesota also with the sub. Garza's checked in.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Looney. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from DiVincenzo. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Kuminga sets a screen for Hield. Over Edwards. Hield can't hit. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Three-pointer, Payton. Looney kicks to Payton. Second chance effort. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Edwards, no good. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Got that one up quick. Kuminga's got his second bucket tonight. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Pass to Kuminga. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Read the pass to DiVincenzo. The 3-ball. The Warriors pull it in. And here is Payton. Still scoreless. Outside Kuminga. 18 feet out. Garza pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 5. Edwards with it. Kuminga picks him up. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Alexander Walker's got his first basket. Second
chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. Moody, the bounce pass. On the wing, Hield. Defended by DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Conley, the pass to McDaniels, and the basket is good. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense.
Here's Podziemski. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Podziemski finds Moody. Three-pointer, Butler. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Three-pointer. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Now Butler. Back to Podziemski. Hield outside. Shot to stop the run. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 5 now.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Hield outside. 43 seconds left here in the second. That one doesn't drop. DiVincenzo kicks to Conley. Plays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
Pass to Podziemski. Butler from outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Now DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game. McDaniels finds Conley. Back to McDaniel. That shot misses.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin, alongside Steve.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moody is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Butler finds Podziemski over Edwards, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Minnesota in the lead.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Minnesota's gotten a positive outcome. What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Warriors have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Pass to Green. Here's Moody. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Moody hits them both. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. It's stolen by Curry. On, here comes Curry all alone. Yes! And the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Edwards passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Curry passes to Green. Here's Podziemski. Edwards defending. Back to Green. Randall with the block.
That's just a good, solid, instinctual play there from Randall.
Minnesota with the ball. Here's Edwards. Podziemski grabs the board. The Warriors lead it. Curry looking around. Green with a screen for Curry. Off target with his 3. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Edwards with the stuff.
Aggressive drive by Edwards, going into attack mode on that one.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Curry. Curry buries the 3 shot.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that. Pass
to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now, here's Moody. Podziemski with it. They set the screen. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Edwards with it. Now Green defending, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green. Payton, he's checked in for Golden State. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Outside Butler. Podziemski on the wing. Payton outside. Butler with the ball. 5 points in the game. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Pass to Randall. And here's Edwards. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 12 points now in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes here for the Warriors. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. Hield takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Buddy showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that. That's one of the toughest shots in the NBA to stop. And if Dante's able to pull up consistently like that, it's going to open up some things offensively.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Butler with the bucket down low.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Alexander Walker. Butler against Randall. DiVincenzo with it. His three-pointers off the mark. Payton passes to Butler. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall outside. Back to Alexander Walker. From downtown. Randall no good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Payton. Now here's Reid. Guarded closer. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Warriors ahead, leading by just 1. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Joe Ingles, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. Then there's Reid. And it's Clark in at the 3, the small forward. Edwards, good.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Hield can't hit. Minnesota in the lead. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one is on Hield.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Golden State. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Curry. And it's Kuminga, top of the key. Out to Payton. Golden State moving it around. Here's Curry. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reeves got 4 rebounds in this game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. No good from Clark. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Pass to Payton. Looney kicks to Curry. Lock at 6. Kuminga dishes to Hield. Puts up a deep 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Right side, Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Conley's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Dante DiVincenzo with a real nice team-first play.
Curry against Conley. Can they get it? And right on target. Good.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Reed in the post. He's defended by Podziemski. Reed in the post. Back to DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Edwards. Warriors with the rebound.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
The shot's good.
Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jays.
Pass to Reed. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Edwards passes to Clark. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Moody subbed in for Gary Payton. And then for Minnesota, Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randle comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Over Conley. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, those mechanics and that kind of time, that's pretty stuff from Steph Curry.
Here's Edwards. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Edwards got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Curry against Conley. Shoots from 12. Curry can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Conley. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Edwards, no good. Down low, here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler. And here's Edwards. Going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam? Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about takes a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Edwards got 47 points. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin, with Julius Randle.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later. Bye.